From as long as I can remember, I felt that I wanted to do something very helpful for people on this planet. I knew that anything that I did would be in the realm of biology. There are many possibilities in science, so my approach has always been to be all-inclusive, to consider all possibilities, to be humble and say that the best approach may not reside inside your tiny brain. It's something that may yield great benefit. Tuberculosis is a highly contagious disease, the #1 bacterial killer of human beings. 10 million cases per year, and this number has been going up. In spite of having access to a great diversity of different types of chemical compounds and natural substances, today we don't have new TB drugs that are ready for the clinic. It's a very difficult process. I've seen TB patients in hospitals. I've seen patients that have multiple drug-resistant TB who are going to die. As often as I can, when I travel to other countries, I ask to go to these places just to keep it instilled in my head that this is an urgent problem.
Look at the structure of this compound. Calculated C-log.
We can't take our time. These patients don't have the luxury, and you do whatever it takes as a global community to get something out there so that we can move on, get on to other diseases. I've been interested in shamanism for quite a while. I've been interested in other ways of seeking knowledge, and I wondered if this might be a useful path in seeking the answers that we seek. We have our ways of approaching problems. We follow data, we become focused, we make a decision, we go there. We completely use our rational minds. I was curious to find out if other scientists had made inquiries, had tried this path, or at least were interested in trying this path. The first writings that I came upon in this area was the book The Cosmic Serpent by Jeremy Narby.
As I started living with Ashaninka Indians in the middle of the Peruvian Amazon in the 1980s, studying how they used their resources, I came nose to nose with shamanism as a way of knowing nature.
Los espíritus tienen un encargo. Por ejemplo, si yo quiero aprender de planta, entonces este espíritu me dice, esta planta se utiliza así en tal enfermedad, ¿no? O en tales casos, cómo hay que utilizar.
These people said that plants and animals were intelligent and that it was possible for humans to speak with them in their visions by taking hallucinogenic plants. What if I actually took them at their word? What if I considered that these spirits that they say are common to all life forms actually exist? What if actually the animate essences shamans perceive in their visions and say are sources of information for them correspond to the DNA molecules that molecular biologists discovered a few decades ago in their labs?
I later came upon a report of Jeremy Narby taking 3 scientists to work with a shaman and read the report of their experiences, and that they did feel that they had insights into their research. They felt that something came out of this. We've screened in our laboratory probably 10,000 or 20,000 plants against tuberculosis, but this is a tiny, tiny fraction of what exists on the face of the earth. To me, it's very logical to take, in addition to this, a very complementary approach, which is one looking for more direct knowledge. Practices don't usually persist if they're ineffective. If this practice of shamanism has persisted for so long, in so many different places on the planet, something positive has come out of this, something real.
Just the implications of molecular biology, the fact that there is this astonishing unity under the surface of life, what it implies hasn't been integrated yet because it contradicts the basic rational presupposition that somehow humans are above nature.
My intention is to go to the Amazon in November 2007 and try to gain some experience in this realm of which I'm not very familiar.
To go to the Amazon, to work with a shaman, to take hallucinogenic plant, and to look through these plant teachers for knowledge of what other plants or other types of organisms may yield us active anti-tuberculosis substances.
Look at the potential benefit. And look at the potential benefit if this works not just for the quest that I'm on for tuberculosis, but for other diseases, for other problems. Can we start to embrace this type of inquiry, this type of access to the intelligence of broader nature, and not just ourselves and our books and our short history of Western science? And I approach it as an experiment. You know, it may work, it may not work, but as a scientist, you have to make the decision of all these possibilities. Which ones are you going to pursue?